Federal government stops VAT on diesel cooking gas. Nigerian military dismisses Seaman Abbas Haruna, allegedly detained for nearly 6 years. LG autonomy. Governors in fresh move to delay implementation. Summary of the news. The federal government has announced the provision of new tax reliefs for deep offshore oil and gas production to boost investments in the sector. It also announced that the importation of key energy products and infrastructure, including diesel, feed gas, liquefied petroleum gas, compressed natural gas, electric vehicles, liquefied natural gas infrastructure, and clean cooking equipment will no longer require value-added tax payments. The Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, announced this in a statement on Wednesday. These measures are designed to lower the cost of living, bolster energy security, and accelerate Nigeria's transition to cleaner energy sources. Source: Punch newspaper. The Defense Headquarters has announced the dismissal of a naval rating, Seaman Abbas Haruna, for allegedly disobeying a superior officer while on duty. This was announced on Wednesday by the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, while briefing defense correspondents in Abuja. He said Seaman Abbas Haruna was dismissed for alleged disobedience to particular orders, resistance to arrest, and offences in relation to public and service property. Haruna's wife, Mrs. Hussaina Ilyasu, had alleged that her husband was unlawfully detained for nearly 6 years on the orders of Brigadier General M.S. Adamu. She said this when she appeared on the human rights TV program Berekete, alleging that her husband had been detained since 2018 following a misunderstanding with Adamu during a joint operation in Taraba State. Details of his arrest, trial, and disengagement is in the description below. Source: Sahara Reporters. Ahead of the submission of the report of the 10-member Interministerial Committee on the implementation of the Supreme Court ruling on local government area autonomy next week, state governors have begun fresh lobbying against the enforcement of the verdict. About 3 officials, including a source in the presidency who spoke on condition of anonymity as they were not authorized to speak on the issue, told the Punch that governors are pressuring top officials to soft pedal on the implementation of the apex court judgment. The presidential official, however, stressed that the president was committed to implementing the Supreme Court ruling. He stated, "The process is on and governors are already lobbying to stall the implementation of the apex court ruling as the panel prepares to submit its report next week. The implementation will start any moment from now. The Ministries of Finance and Justice are working to finalize details of implementation. That lobby is unnecessary, it is unwarranted, and the president should not allow it to work. If the president insists, then they will not succeed because the rule of law must prevail. The Supreme Court has ruled. It is just for them to implement, so nothing must stop it. Otherwise, we will have put the rule of law in jeopardy, and that's not good for us." Source: Punch newspaper. Follow for more. October 3rd, 2024.